Allow me to start from the statement that Richard presented, particularly the piece he has added on page 3, about the 3 options of not leaving anyone behind. We know that not very long ago, a very educated and senior person, by being a member of parliament, told his older colleagues, what are you still doing here in parliament? Why don't you go home? What does that mean? If you are told to go home, it means you will never catch up with the one ahead of you. So in this country and in this society, we have got a mindset which is called ageism. That is stereotype, negative attitude towards older persons. So as far as the older persons are concerned, that is the first thing that these SDGs should do for the older persons. You will realize when you go through the SDGs, 15 of them, 15 out of 17, make direct references to older persons in trying to bring them up so that they are not left behind. So in the few minutes that I want to occupy, I want us to be interactive. I don't just want to talk to you, I want also you to show me if the older persons are at the same plane. I want to start by asking my colleagues from the various organizations who they have councils. There are councils for women, for youth, and what have you. When were these various councils formed? The women?
About 30 years ago.
93. The youth? 93. PWDs? 204. Children? 96. Older persons? Where is their council? It's not there. So, that's number 1. Older persons have been left behind. Everybody has had a very long time with the councils. The older persons are struggling to get one. Why are they left behind? Because they used to be few and people thought, if people are few, they will die off. They are not going to be there. But now we are nearly 2 million. That is a large number. We are not dying off. We are not going there. We are part of this society. Yeah. The second thing I want to ask is, how many youth representatives are there in parliament? The youth? How many representatives do you have in parliament? 6. The women?
112.
PWDs? How many? 5. Older persons?
0.
Absolutely. 0. Now, before you say they are there, is there a single member of parliament who will stand up and say, I'm representing all the persons? No. They are either NRM, they are either women, they are either PWDs, they are either those who are of the age 60 and above. They are representing other constituencies other than the older persons. So the older persons do not have anybody in parliament who speaks for them. How many times has General Ali ever spoken for an older person? You name it. Yeah? No. There isn't a single representative of older persons in parliament. So the older persons are not represented in parliament. Who speaks for them? They have no voice. You right? So who has been left behind? You know the answer. In the question of health, you know, you women, you have got your gynecologists and what have you. The children have got their pediatricians or oncologists, you name them. The PWs have got their therapists. And older persons, is there a single geriatrician in this country?
General practitioners.
Those are general practitioners. But is there one who specializes in diseases of older persons? Absolutely 0. They are just gambling with our lives. And because we have no alternative, we allow them to go ahead. So we are at the risk of trial and error in case of medical treatment. If you get it wrong, goodbye and welcome to the 60s. If they get it right, you have a few more years to live. Okay? Another area we would like to tackle, HIV and AIDS. Have you ever seen their programs? They have got very beautiful progress reports and maps. They all stop at year 59. So if you are 60 and above, which an older person is, the assumption is AIDS is there to kill you. Because there's no program for you. And I want to quote one doctor who once said, why do you waste scant resources on people who are about to die anyway? Eh? So let's use these resources on children, on the youth, who are there for the future. So for us, the older persons, if you escape to the AIDS program like I have up to now, you thank the one in the above there, because you have been left behind. Another area I would like to consider, and they are all in these SDGs, is, you know, I'm a parent. I have got my children. Now, if they decide that I have neglected them, they have a law that allows them to take me to court and prosecute me for child neglect. But now, if I am a poor old father and my children are very well to do and they don't give a damn about me, and I say now I should also go to court and sue my children to make sure they take care of me, there is no law. I can't do it because there's no law that compels a father to sue his own children. So why is there that discrepancy, even in the legal system? The other time we suggested, let's go, we even not only suggested, we went to the Uganda Law Reform Commission. Say, why this discrepancy? Why are we treated differently? They said, oh, well, the issue has never arisen. So where were older persons when they were enacting all these laws? But remember, most of the judges we have, these are all older persons. But nobody thinks about it. The older persons, which they are. Something to think about. Which an official in the Ministry of Gender said, you can't get a loan because you have this. In the implementation of the Senior Citizens Grant, government itself is actually discriminating against its own citizens in empowering this social protection. This grant was piloted in 15 districts, very successful. It should now have been rolled out to cover the entire country without exception, without choice. But now government decided, we don't have money. So we are not going to roll out to the whole country. We are going to have a phased rollout. Now the price of a rollout was 33.7 billion. If Ministry of Finance had released that money, every sub-country in the country would have been covered. Government said, no, we don't have that money. We can only give you 9 billion. And immediately they said they didn't have money. For the youth, they gave 265 billion. To the women, they gave 85 billion. What sort of, isn't that discrimination against the older person? By government itself. And then at the rate at which the government is going, after 10 years of this program, it will have covered 55 districts. We had 112. Now we have 116. Next year maybe we'll have 150. Yeah? When shall we ever catch up and cover the whole country at this rate? The simple answer is probably never. So we need, if we are to follow the SDGs, and we need the political goodwill to let me not take this. Let me just end the one where we are really left behind. Let me give a personal example. One week I was driving past the industrial area. Then I saw there's a place there where you can go and enjoy yourself. School and Genoa. So I decided, why not? Let me for a change. Yeah, branching and yeah, why not? I'm entitled. I have my money and what I'm entitled to a term. When I arrived at the gate, these guys were looking at me like I was coming from Mars. Who's this one looking for here? So I told the young man there, I said, you know, this place used to be Kololo Night Club. And we were dancing here before you were born. Now what right do you have to say I don't belong? Yeah? When we were building these places, you were not there. You found them there. Yeah? We have every right and entitlement to enjoy more than you because we built them.
Yes.
And we are continuing to build them. Now that is how far older persons have been left behind.
So ladies and gentlemen, now I know the next club I will form. My club, everybody has to be above 50. You are below 50, you don't enter. But let's listen to a young man to just in a few minutes give us what your take is on this leave no one behind and the key issues.
Excuse me, sir. We will have passed through the entire life cycle. You were born,
Yes.
you were a child, you became an adolescent, you were a youth, you were a young adult, you were a grown-up adult, now you are a great-grand older man.
Yes.
So those who are behind should know that where they are now, we have been. Where we are now, some of you may never.
Thank you very much, Mr. Orach.